lost drawn in the sky. So don't shed a tear now. Be thankful for the time. Life wouldn't be so precious, dear, if there never was an end. Children still play in the garden. Dances the sun
Avenged Sevenfold. I know I'm muted. Avenged Sevenfold's new fucking album is the biggest piece of fucking shit on the fucking face of the planet. I listened to it. I listened to it twice just to see, like, did I miss something? Did I not understand something? It is techno AI babble bullshit. I'm sorry. I could shit on a wheel and roll it down a hill and make a better album. You know damn well you're not messing with that goddamn door. You know damn well. Boy. It's so bad. It's so awful. I'm not even gonna like make y'all listen to it, cause I care about you and your well-being. So we're gonna play a better song out of all of their albums, which deserves a little bit more love because it's fucking fire. Whew.
Too long, but with all that we've been through, after all this time, I'm coming home to you. Never let it show the pain I've grown to know, 'cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home to you. I reach towards the sky, I've said my goodbyes, my heart's always with you now. I won't question why so many have died, my prayers have made it through, yeah. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home to you. Letters keep me warm, help me through the storm. But with all that we've been through, after all this time, I'm coming home to you. I reach towards the sky, I said my goodbyes, my heart's always with you now. I won't question why so many have died, my prayers have made it through, yeah. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home to you. I've always been true, I've waited so long just to come home to you. I'm making it through, it's been far too long. We've proven the love over time, so strong in all that we do. The stars in the night, they let me their light to bring me closer to
It's okay. I've done it before. If y'all are curious what this is a very, very, very basic draft of what I have an idea for a family ring. It's probably going to be looking nicer. Nicer eagle, nicer sword. If you're curious, it's reversed for the purposes of stamping. little turd. It will have eventually have initials, or at least some carving of initials. I'm gonna be real honest with you. You're gonna go into timeout if you think this is what you're gonna do. You little goober butt. And it'll be kind of like a family crest, family seal. Trying to bring some good, cool shit. Hey, can I afford it? No. Oh my God, no. I wish. Like a modern ancient ring. It's like, how is this a modern ancient ring, Brian? It was like, fun fact. Intelligos, or a carving process into garnet, was done quite extensively all throughout the Roman period, which pretty cool. not need that much sugar, even though I'm totally putting 2 tablespoons of fucking brown sugar in mine. Jorge.
Alright, my brothers, listen closely. Tonight we make the Trojans pay. 10 years of war, they kill us slowly. But now we'll be the ones who slay. Think of your wives and your children. Your families wonder where you've been. They're growing old and yet you're still here. Do what I say and you'll see them again. Yes, sir! Diabetes will lead the charge. I'm a man on playing cards. Man of ladies will let our mates through the gates and take the whole city at large. General shooting hours attacking little leg jacks. Stay back, nesters. You're the protector. Kneel, avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector. Yes, sir! Find that inner strength now. Use that well of pride. Find through every pain now. Ask yourself inside what you live for, what you try for, what you wish for, what you fight for. What you live for, what you try for, what you wish for, what you fight for. And love me, and love me, until ever comes. I fight for us, I fight for us. What do you live for? What do you try for? To let me peace. What do you wish for? I'm on my way. What do you fight for? Attack!
What is to
What's that?
a vision of what is to come cannot be outrun, can only be dealt with right here and now.
Tell me how.
I don't think you're ready. A mission to kill someone's son, a foe would run, unlike anyone you have faced before.
Say no more. I know that I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
It's just an infant. It's just a boy.
Do y'all not see the little static on my screen right now? Where the fuck is that coming from? I'm not seeing it on my end, which is annoying.
What sort of image that does he pose that cannot avoid?
This is the son of none other than Troy's very own Prince Hector. Know that you'll grow from a boy to an avenger, one fumed with rage as you're consumed by age. If you love him now, you'll have no one left to say. You can say goodbye to him. You can say goodbye to him.
Please don't make me do this! Don't make me do this!
All you can choose is food.
I look into your eyes and I think back to the son of mine. You're as old as he was.
dying to go home. Even after all the years away from what I know, I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man.
But when does a comment become a meteor? When does a comment become a flame? When does a man become a monster? When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster?
I'm just a man.
600 men, 600 men to make a command with a heart alone in mind. Make it last to all man. 600 men, 600 miles of open sea. But the problem's not the distance or lies in between. And it is because
Pride is a damn Pride is a damsel in distress, hiding away where only I can undress her. Trials she cannot to confess. In the end, it's all the same once I apply all the pressure. Thunder, bring her through the ringer. Show her I'm the judgment call, the one who makes her kingdom fall. Lightning, wield her, use and yield her. Show her what she can't conceal, for true nature will be revealed. Tell me, Odysseus, if I were to make you choose the lives of your men and crew or your own, why do I think they'd lose? Enlighten me, King of Ithaca, since hunger was far too great. I wonder who'd take the weight of the damned and suffer a gruesome fate. To the thunder bringer, here to bring your ears until you're deaf with fear, and spear you while your death is near. Lightning wielder, here to yield your time, for you have passed your prime. Sublime you for your act of crime. Choose.
gather up all
To the town of our Freer rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped. And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Gather up all of the crew, it's time to ship out Binks's brew. Sea wind blows to where, who knows, the waves will be our guide, or across the ocean's tide.
Literally change career paths if you think that's how you sing that song.
She's walking right your way, right in the corner of your eye. Her Versace perfume is the thriller of your life. You could swear that the sirens are leaving nothing in your way. Then the boyfriend picks her up in a 1980 Chevrolet. Constant, constant, constant pain keeps on fucking up your brain. 'Cause all you need is sweet relief, but you both keep your mouth shut. Your cup is totally full, yet your life just feels so dull. Yeah, she's got everything, but she keeps on needing that more. Love is harder and harder to find.
calls your name, as it's always done before. The sun's moving out of frame. It's a torrential downpour. How much more will you keep sinking low with your life spitting in your face? Yeah, trying hard to make her change, but you're still repeating yesterday. Your cup is totally full, yet your life just feels so dull. Yeah, she's got everything, but she keeps on leaving that wall. Love is harder and harder to find. You need to know it's safe, but you're running out of time. How will you both escape? Just one more tear to cry, one teardrop from my eye. You better save it for the middle of the night, when things aren't black and white. Enter troubadour. The sky, the ash surrounding, I eat from hands that feed. Temples and churches, nobody's inside them. My blood runs cold from the lives that were sold. Now it feels criminal. Watch the world digital, asking if this is real life. Speechless, the right's been taken. In classrooms, the walls are bleeding. I live in spite of myself, in sickness, in health. Oh, I'm dying for somebody else. Now I've gone cynical, tragedy biblical, asking if this is real life. Oh, no, 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 I'm lost in the silence, searching for somewhere to hide. Oh, no, 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 surrounded by violence. Maybe we'll float by design. Just a stat for somebody else to read. The silence is deafening, but some things never change. Oh, no, 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 I'm lost in the silence, searching for somewhere to hide. No, 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 you're so let you down. She's walking right your way, right in the corner of your eye. Her Versace perfume is the thriller of your life. You could swear that the sirens are leaving nothing in your way. Then the boyfriend picks her up in a 1980 Chevrolet. Constant, constant, constant pain keeps on fucking up your brain. 'Cause all you need is sweet relief, but you're both kicking mouth shut. Your cup is totally full, yet your life just feels so dull. Yeah, she's got everything, but she keeps on needing that more. Love is harder and harder to find. You need to know it's safe, but you're running out of time. How will you both escape? Whoa, Now the ocean calls your name, as it's always done before. The sun's moving out of frame. It's a torrential downpour. How much more will you keep sinking low with your life spitting in your face? Yeah, trying hard to make her change, but you're still repeating yesterday. Your cup is totally full, yet your life just feels so dull. Yeah, she's got everything, but she keeps on needing that war. Love is harder and harder to find. You need to know it's safe, but you're running out of time. How will you both escape? You gotta forget that girl. Time, you're running out of time. How will you both
Westward from the Davis Strait, 'tis there 'twas said to lie. The sea route to the Orient, for which so many died. Seeking gold and glory, leaving weathered, broken bones, and a long forgotten, lonely cairn of stones.
For just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, to make a Northwest Passage to the sea. 3 centuries thereafter, I take passage overland in the footsteps of brave Kelsey, where his sea of flowers began. Watching cities rise before me, then behind me sink again. This tardiest explorer driving hard across the plain. For just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin, reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. And through
My
the
dumbass
night behind the wheel,
had a facial animation mod that uses 2 gigs of VRAM. I deleted that shit. I don't think facial animation's that big. It was bigger than any other mod I had.
Crack the mountain ramparts, and it showed a path for me to race the roaring Fraser to the sea. For just
You really wanted those pants
time, I would take the Northwest Pass.
He really wanted those pants on. Are you singing? That's my son. That's my son, alright. Are you okay, baby? You look befuddled. You okay? You still tired? Yeah.
To find the hand of Franklin, reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea.
Not really that many people in right now, but it's mainly
How then am I so different from?
I know, this is for later. I'm just making sure the game runs while I stream. want me to take this? Okay, thank you. Are you hungry? I know you didn't eat much.
The first man through this way to make a broadsword for fighting on the field. Much as I know the hammer is a nobler thing to wield, for though us humble tradesfolk choose a quiet life, the gods of war come to the door of the hammer and his wife, and it's sparks are flying, passion strong. I am the blacksmith singing the hammer and the anvil song. They asked me for a statue of the general who died, a sword raised in his iron fist and a war horse sat astride. And though I knew they'd try me for what I did decide, I stuck a hammer in his fist and an anvil by his side. And it's sparks are flying, passion strong. I am the blacksmith singing the hammer and the anvil song. Now all you merry blacksmiths, a warning take by me. Stick to your country horseshoes and your anchors for the sea. When the gods of war come calling, promising you gold, they'll take your hammer, take your anvil, take your very soul. And it's sparks are flying, passion strong. I am the blacksmith singing the hammer and the anvil song. And it's sparks are flying, passion strong. I am
It appears to be a written note as follows. Hey, you're finally awake. You may not know me, and apparently it is the best. It is for the best. God, I'm horrible at reading right now. Shit fucker. Okay. But I left you a few supplies inside the sack and some weapons outside the sack. Please pay no mind to the crude design of the weapons and properly arm yourself. I bet you are confused. Why are you receiving these? But you're gonna need it. Because in 7 days, those things will come after you, and they will never stop. No matter what happens, don't panic. Establish yourself as soon as possible. Establish yourself as soon as possible and build lots of traps. But no matter what you do not fight them in melee range, because you will get infected if you do. If that happens, use the vaccines inside the sack, because if you leave it be, you're fucked. Always remember to wear your gas mask at all times, since necrotion fallout can randomly appear in your region, And if you're exposed to it for too long, you will become permanently paralyzed, where you'll basically become a sitting duck. This is all I can do for you. The rest is up to you. Good luck. B.M. Fuck. Okay. Well, a zombie apocalypse. It is. What song should I play for a zombie apocalypse?
Achilles, come down, won't you get up off the roof? You're scaring us and all of us. Some of us love you, Achilles. It's not much, but there's proof. You crazy ass cosmonaut, remember your virtue. Redemption lies plainly and true. Just humor us, Achilles. Achilles, come down, won't you get up off the roof?
Je vois que beaucoup de gens meurent parce qu'ils estiment que la vie ne vaut pas la peine d'être vécue. J'en vois d'autres qui se font paradoxalement tuer pour les idées, les illusions qui leur donnent une raison de vivre. Ce qu'on appelle une raison de vivre est en même temps une excellente raison de vivre.
Achilles, come down, won't you get up off the roof? The self is not so weightless, nor whole and unbroken. Remember the pact of our youth. Where you go, I'm going. So jumping, I'm jumping, since there is no me without you. Soldier on Achilles, Achilles, come down, won't you get up off the roof?
EJ, this is Rimworld. It is a game where you land on a planet on the outer rim of a solar system or a galaxy of planets, which you have to survive. In this case, it's just a special scenario of zombie survival, which is fun. We all love a zombie survival game.
The way they light candles in
The best way to describe Rimworld is it's a story generator. You get to play anything you want, do anything you want, play a scenario however you want, customize it how you want, and still experience a rather amazing, well thought out game. And mind you, people complain and say, oh, you need to mod the game for it to feel nice. No, that's an illusion. The base game, you don't need a mod. You don't even need it. You can play the base game all you want. The mods are there to make your experience something you like. And people tend to forget that and tend to think it's a negative or a bad idea. What's your issue, Bubba? You okay? Anyway.
But love the sweet air of the votive. Hurt and grieve, but don't suffer alone. Engage with the pain as a motive. Today of all days, see how the most dangerous things to love. How you hear you rise above.
D'un gérant d'immeuble qui s'était tué, on disait un jour qu'il avait perdu sa fille depuis 5 ans, qu'il avait beaucoup changé depuis, et que cette histoire l'avait
Achilles, jump now, you are absent of cause or excuse. So self-indulgent and self-referential, no audience could ever want you. You crave the applause, you hate the attention, and missing your act is a ruse. It is empty, Achilles, so end it all now. It's a pointless resistance for you.
Ce qui déclenche la crise est presque toujours incontrôlable. Je reparle souvent de chacun intimes, de maladies incurables. Ces explications sont valables, mais il faudrait savoir si le jour même, un ami désespéré m'apparaît sur un ton différent. Celui-là.
Achilles, Achilles, just put down the bottle. Don't listen to what you've consumed. It's chaos, confusion, and wholly unworthy of feeding, and it's wholly untrue. You may feel no purpose nor a point for existing. It's all just conjecture and gloom. And there may not be meaning, so find one and seize it. Do not waste yourself on this room. Hear those bells ring deep in the soul, chiming away for a moment. Feel your breath course frankly below. See life as a worthy opponent. Today of all days, see how the most dangerous thing is to love. How you will heal and you will rise above. Crowned by an overture bold and beyond. Rise more courageous to overcome.
Des souvenirs d'une patrie perdue ou de l'espoir d'une terre promise. Ce divorce entre l'homme de sa vie.
You want the acclaim, the mother, none worth it to kill it and fame. With a taste, don't listen, be killing, just jump. You dense motherfucker, you want me more than a rat, so much more than a rat. You want my opinion, no one asked your opinion. You asked for my counsel, no one asked for your thoughts. Be done with this now and get off the roof. Can you hear me, Achilles? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Achilles, come down. Achilles, come down.
My memory's fading. All the good days are gone. I ask for my maker. She shows up in song. I see my behavior and where I go wrong. I guess it's my nature. My head is too strong. If I can only get out of my own way, that's when the light shines on through. I've got nothing to lose but the way. It made me a mountain to move. If I can only get out of my own way, that's when the light shines through, shines through, shines through. That's when the light shines through, shines through. I've lost my intention. Fear left me blind. Somewhere in my shadow is my own peace of mind. The river is flowing. How can I let go? It's easy to practice, but harder to know. Oh, if I can only get out of my own way, that's when the light shines on through. I've got nothing to lose but the weight that made me a mountain to move. If I can only get out of my own way, that's when the light shines through, shines through, shines through. That's when the light shines through, shines through, shines.
Oh, wow. Dead guy. Why did you die? Do gunshots? Sounds like it.
Seven. Watch our backs. Collapse. The betrayer. Rusted and dead nearly 6 decades, the vessel lay smashed and ruined on the cratered mudflats. Its once mighty hull torn open and buckled almost beyond recognition. Its towering Gothic spires, like the precincts of a mighty city, lay fallen and twisted. Its buttresses and archways hung with decaying fronds of huge, web-like vines. Its keel was broken, as though it had struck the moon's surface belly first, and many of the upper surfaces had caved in. The decks below open to the elements. Swathes of mossy greenery covered the hull and her command spire speared into the sky. Warp vanes and tall vox masts bending in the moaning wind. Loken thought the scene unbearably sad. That this should be the final resting place of such a magnificent vessel seemed utterly wrong to him. Pieces of debris spotted the landscape, twisted hunks of rusted metal and incongruous personal items that must have belonged to the ship's crew and had been ejected during the massive impact with the ground. "Thrown," breathed Abaddon. "How?" was all Aximand could manage. "It's the glory of Terra, all right," said Erebus. "I recognize the warp array configuration of the command deck. It's Temba's flagship." "Then Temba's already dead," said Abaddon in frustration. "Nothing could have survived that crash." "Then who's broadcasting that signal?" asked Horus. "It could have been automated," suggested Torgadon. "Maybe it's been going for years." Loken shook his head. "No. The signal only started once we'd breached the atmosphere. Someone here activated it when they knew we were coming." The War Master stared at the massive shape of the wrecked spaceship, as if by staring hard enough he could penetrate its hull and discern what lay within. "Then we should go in," urged Erebus. "Find whoever is inside, and kill them." Loken rounded on the first chaplain. "Go inside? Are you mad? We don't have any idea what might be waiting for us. There could be thousands more of those things inside, or something even worse." "What is the matter, Loken?" snarled Erebus. "Are the sons of Horus now afraid of the dark?" Loken took a step towards Erebus and said, "You dare insult us, word-bearer." Erebus stepped to meet Loken's challenge, but the Mournival took up position behind their newest member, and their presence gave the first chaplain pause. Instead of pursuing the matter, Erebus bowed his head and said, "I apologize if I spoke out of turn, Captain Loken. I sought only to erase the gross stain on the Legion's honor." "The Legion's honor is our own to uphold, Erebus," said Loken. "It is not for you to tell us how we must act." Horus decided the matter before further harsh words could be exchanged. "We're going in," he said. The rippling fog bank followed the Astartes as they advanced towards the crashed ship, and the Titans of the Legio Mortis followed behind, their legs still wreathed in the mists. Loken kept his bolter at the ready, conscious of the sounds of splashing water behind them, though he told himself that they were just the normal sounds of this world, whatever that meant. As they closed the gap, he drew level with the War Master and said, "Sir, I know what you will say, but I would be remiss if I didn't speak up." "Speak up about what, Garviel?" asked Horus. "About this. About you leading us into the unknown." "Haven't I been doing that for the last 2 centuries?" asked Horus. "All the time we've been pushing out into space. Hasn't it been to push back the unknown? That's what we're here for, Garviel. To render that which is unknown, known." Loken sensed the commander's superlative skills of misdirection at work and kept himself focused on the point. The War Master had an easy way of steering conversations away from issues he didn't want to talk about. "Sir, do you value the Mournival's counsel?" asked Loken, taking a different tack. Horus paused in his advance and turned to face Loken, his face serious. "You heard what I told that remembrancer in the embarkation deck, didn't you? I value your counsel above all things, Garviel." "Why would you even ask such a question?" "Because so often you simply use us as your war dogs, always baying for blood, having us play a role instead of allowing us to keep you true to your course." "Then say..." "Say what you have to say, Garviel, and I swear I will listen," promised Horus. "With respect, sir, you should not be here leading this spear tip, and we should not be going into that vessel without proper reconnaissance. We have 3 of the Mechanicum's greatest war machines behind us. Can we not at least let them soften up the target first with their cannons?" Horus chuckled. "You have a thinker's head on you, my son, but wars are not won by thinkers. They are won by men of action. It has been too long since I wielded a blade and fought in such a battle, against abominations that seek nothing more than our utter destruction. I told you on Murder that had I felt I could not take the field of battle again, I would have refused the position of War Master." "The Mournival would have done this thing for you, sir," said Loken. "We carry your honor now." "You think my shoulders so narrow that I cannot bear it alone?" asked Horus, and Loken was shocked to see genuine anger in his stare. "No, sir. All I mean is that you don't need to bear it alone." Horus laughed and broke the tension. His anger quite forgotten, he said, "You're right, of course, my son. But my glory days are not over, for I have many laurels yet to earn." The War Master set off once more. "Mark my words, Garviel Loken. Everything achieved thus far in this crusade will pale into insignificance compared to what I am yet to do." Despite the War Master's insistence on leading the Astartes into the wreck, he consented to Loken's plan of allowing the Titans of the Legio Mortis to engage the target first. All 3 mighty war engines braced themselves and, at a command from the War Master, unleashed a rippling salvo of missiles and cannon fire into the massive ship. Flaring blooms of light and smoke rippled across the ship's immensity, and it shuddered with each concussive impact. Fires caught throughout its hull, and thick plumes of acrid black smoke twisted skyward like signal beacons, as though the ship were trying to send a message to its former masters. Once again, the War Master led from the front, the mist following them in like a smoggy cape of yellow. Loken could still hear noises from behind them, But with the thunderous footfalls of the Titans, the crackling of the burning ship, and their own splashing steps, it was impossible to be sure what he was hearing. "Feels like a damn noose," said Torgadden, looking over his shoulder and mirroring Loken's thoughts perfectly. "I know what you mean. I don't like the thought of going in there, I can tell you that." "You're not afraid, are you?" asked Loken, only half joking. "Don't be flippant, Garvey," said Torgadden. "For once I think you're right. There's something not right about this." Loken saw genuine concern in his friend's face, unsettled at seeing the joker Torgadden suddenly serious. For all his bluster and informality, Tarek had good instincts, and they had saved Loken's life on more than one occasion. "What's on your mind?" he asked. "I think this is a trap," said Torgadden. "We're being funneled here, and it feels like it's going to get us inside that ship." "I said as much to the War Master." "And what did he say?" "What do you think?" "Ah," nodded Torgadden. "Well, you didn't seriously expect to change the commander's mind, did you?" "I thought I might have given him pause. But it's as if he's not listening to us anymore. Erebus has made the commander so angry at Temba, he won't even consider any other option than going in and killing him with his bare hands." "So what are we to do?" asked Torgadden, and once again Loken was surprised. "We watch our backs, my friend. We watch our backs." "Good plan," said Torgadden. "I hadn't thought of that. And here I was all set to walk into a potential trap with my guard down." That was the Torgadden that Loken knew and loved. The rear quarter of the crashed Glory of Terror reared up before them, its command decks pitched upwards at an angle, blotting out the diseased sky. It enveloped them in its dark, cold shadow, and Loken saw that getting into the ship would not be difficult. The gunfire from the Titans had blasted huge tears in its hull, and piles of debris had spilled from inside, forming great ramps of buckled steel like the rocky slopes before the walls of a breached fortress. The War Master called a halt and began issuing orders. "Captain Sidere, you and your assaulters will form the vanguard." Loken could practically feel Luke's pride at such an honor. "Captain Moy, you will accompany me. Your flame and melter units will be invaluable in case we need to quickly cleanse an area or breach bulkheads." Verulam Moy nodded, his quiet reserve more dignified than Luke's eagerness to impress the War Master with his ardor. "What are your orders, War Master?" asked Erebus, his grey armored word-bearers at attention behind their first chaplain. "We stand ready to serve." "Erebus, take your warriors over to the other side of the ship. Find a way in, and then rendezvous with me in the middle. If that bastard Temba tries to run, I want him crushed between us." The first chaplain nodded his understanding and led his warriors off into the shadow of the mighty vessel. Then the War Master turned to the Mournival. "Ezekiel, use the signal locator on my armor to form overlapping echelons around my left. Little Horus, take my right. Torgadden and Loken form the rear. Secure this area and our line of withdrawal. Understood?" The War Master delivered the orders with his trademark efficiency, but Loken was aghast at being left to cover the rear of their advance. He could see that the others of the Mournival, especially Torgadden, were similarly surprised. Was this the War Master's way of punishing him for daring to question his orders, or for suggesting that he should not be leading the spear tip, to be left behind? "Understood," repeated Horus, and all four members of the Mournival nodded their assent. "Then let's move out," snarled the War Master. "I have a traitor to kill." Luke Cedere led the assaulters, the bulky backburners of their jump packs easily carrying them up towards the black tears in the side of the ship. As Loken expected, Luke was first inside, vanishing into the darkness with barely a pause. His warriors followed him and were soon lost to sight, as Abaddon and Aximand found other ways inside, clambering up the debris to reach the still smoking holes that the Titans had torn. Aximand gave him a quick shrug as he